My name is Erin Gibson, and I am the 11th grade AVID teacher, and the 11th graders are the highest level of AVID we have. They started when they were freshmen. They've been with me for 3 years. And we had some students go speak to the Rotary Club, and the Rotary auction raised $22,000, and they decided to give it all to AVID for a field trip fund to take kids to go see colleges, and that's really what AVID's all about, is going to see colleges. And so as a thank you, we were thinking that a thank you note wasn't enough, and so we wanted to put together a video that kind of showcased all of the great things that AVID does for our students, and we also wanted to include all of the grades. So we have sections from 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. And so as a class, we split up the grades into groups, and each group had somebody that was in charge of it. And so each section was put together by a group of 11th grade AVID students as a thank you to the Rotary Club.
Okay, so our clip was basically talking to the kids about jobs and their first jobs and college jobs and dream jobs, and how AVID is really helping them to decide.
For AVID, it has helped me get the motivation to choose a career that I want to go into and study. And with the kids, we got to put a big collage of future jobs that they want, big collage together of pictures of people, what they want it to be. We have like some scuba divers, some veterinarians, lawyers, and such.
When I'm in college, I want to volunteer at a vet's office.
When I'm in college, I see myself working at PetSmart or doing something probably with animals.
When I'm in college, I like to play some college sports.
College is probably I was serving at a restaurant or something.
My dream job is to be a psychologist.
Lawyer. To work overseas or to be a cave diver when I'm older.
It's like being a police officer, because I just think it's cool.
A veterinarian.
A nurse in the medical field.
Train engineer. Navy SEAL.
Something with the performing arts.
I'm a police officer.
A baseball player.
This segment is about the 8th grade AVID class, and the focus is tutorials and note-taking.
Tutorials are when you have a problem in a class, you bring them to class and share them with a small group of people who ask you questions to help you figure out your answer.
Okay, my biggest change since being an AVID is I take a lot more notes, which makes me do better on tests, so that when we can have our notes, then I'll remember, and I used to not take notes. I also got to understand things better because I can take my questions to tutorials and then I work on my questions, so I understand everything better. The thing I like most about AVID is that we can all work together on questions so that we all can help each other, and if somebody else has a question, then we can learn that if we haven't learned it yet, or we can have a bunch of questions put together that'll help us learn everything.
I really like how we do tutorials because of how our group works together. Tutorials has helped me by finishing my work, because I used to not finish what I was doing because I didn't get it. But when I ask questions in tutorials, that really helped me.
AVID helps by helping you learn how to take notes, because as a 6th grader, I was horrible at notes, and then moving on in the 7th grade and 8th grade, being an AVID student, I got better at notes, was able to take them faster, shorten them, and review them easier, and be able to get better grades on tests.
This next segment is about the freshman AVID class demonstrating their organization tools.
When I was a freshman, my binder sucked, and then I failed all my classes. But now I've got a good binder, and I've got straight A's.
Before AVID, my binder used to be all just everywhere, and then when I got into AVID, it helped me organize my binder, and now I have passing grades.
The AVID binder is an efficient tool to help me stay organized because, well, I can put my stuff in it, obviously, but I have different tabs for different classes, so when there's something that's older that a class gave us, I can flip to it in my English tab or something rather than digging it out of my pockets like I did before then.
The AVID binder is an effective tool because it helps you stay organized.
The AVID binder has helped me stay organized because sometimes in classes we really get a lot of work.
I find the binder a good organization tool because it helps me keep all my assignments where it needs to be.
I find it very efficient because I'll always find what I need in there, and before the Avid program I just stuffed things in it. I stuffed it in my backpack. I had no organization skills until Avid came.
Binders cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl comes to class with the teacher passing a binder under her arm, she gets A's. She's gonna sit up front cause you know that binder's stuffed with notes that she's been taking and hundreds she's been making. Oh baby, I wanna study with you till I get the picture. My homeboys try to warn me that she's gonna be valedictorian. Come on now baby, you know you wanna get an AP, so use it, and try hard not to lose it. I've seen her grades rising since she's been organizing. She's older and she's bolder, and she uses her homework folder. I'm sick of all those jerks that can't find their homework. So girls, here's a reminder, you got to use that font. So fellas, good knowledge. You like girls that go to college? So take it, don't break it. But if you do, then just duct tape it. Baby got binder.
Our group focused on how Avid allows you to become closer with people in your class.
You become sort of a family. You're spending 4 years with these people, so you get to know them very well.
For me, I've become best friends with Sydney here.
Avid is like a family because we all stick together and we're all friends and we know each other really well. And when we don't get something, like there's usually like 5 people that don't get the same thing. So we all like go back and look at our notes, and then someone will have the answer to something, so it all works out. Mr. Burnett is our teacher, and he guides us along like a pasture with a flock of sheep, but we're all blind and he can see.
I think the most helpful person in our class is Orlando.
Okay. So I'd say the most playful person would be Derek.
So the smartest person in our Avid class would have to be Kylie.
I think the hardest worker is Marcella.
I think the best basketball player is Alex.
I think our sophomore class clown would have to be Miles.
My new best friend that I made in Avid has to be Maddie Mustard.
The person I feel like I can go to for help is Mr. Burnett.
I've been a teacher for over 20 years in this district, and I've taught a variety of classes in acting and social studies, and I've generally always enjoyed and loved my students. But in all that time, I've never felt as close to a group of students as I feel to this group of Avid kids. I see them every day. I've seen them for 2 years. I'll see them for 2 more years. And I have a high level of commitment to them, and they have a pretty good level of commitment to me. And so we work well together, we have fun, and it's been really the highlight of my professional career.
A big part of Avid for us is preparing for tests like the SATs and PSATs and just all classes basically.
We get into little study groups to help us, for school and practice PSATs, SATs, stuff like that.
So we decided to make this segment about studying for tests and SATs and getting ready for college.
These are the faces of Avid.
Because of Avid, my test taking skills have improved because at the start of class every day, we go over like these SAT questions that help us practice the SAT. And so I feel confident with the SAT, and I also know, what college I want to go to, how that's going to happen, what's going to be needed to do that.
When I graduate, I want to go to Penn State.
Washington State University, go Cougs! Western, yeah, Vikings! University of Maryland.
Go to Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising.